What's going on, guys? Got Scotty Sparks here, bringing my team builder for my week 8 battle versus the Ailsa Craig Cutieflies, coached by Sean. Uh, so I'm just going to start talking about a bit of what I've been trying to think through to prep for this guy, because he is the reigning champion. Is that what it said? But we finished fourth last season in the playoffs, and we were 2-0 against him from last year. We didn't get to play him in the playoffs, which was sad, but we hopefully can beat him now and go 3-0. He does have a crazy team just because of the amount of threats. How his team works is there's a lot of water, a lot of ghosts, and a lot of psychic Pokemon on it, but he somehow always wins by getting 4 or 5 kills with one specific Mon. So he usually sacks half his team, and then Greninja or Mimikyu just end up picking up 3 or 4 kills and carrying the squad. Because there's so many threats, you can't prep for all of them. And that's how he's been winning his games so far. At least that's what I've found. On the left, it kind of shows what I've been writing down, notable moves, going through his team. Greninja, biggest threat to my team. I can't really take on Greninja just because it gets access to Grass Knot, which does serious damage to Suicune. I had a plan going into this match with the Grass Berry Suicune, but I switched it up just because I feel like the new version's better, and I feel like he's bringing Battle Bond Greninja. Maybe I switch and use what I had before for the playoffs if I face him, if he runs Protean, because I feel if I win this game and he runs Battle Bond, he'll switch it up. But yeah, I'm feeling Water Shuriken, maybe another water move like Hydro Pump, Dark Pulse most likely, and then another coverage move, probably. I don't know what it could be, probably Grass Knot, makes the most sense. Let's see, Mimikyu. It's so annoying. I wanted to bring Excadrill for this match just because Mold Breaker goes through his disguise, which would be really nice, but I don't think Mimikyu is that big a threat to my team that I need Excadrill. I feel like a combination of the rest of my team that I have can take him on, especially since if he runs Mimikyu, the most threatening would be Shadow Sneak, Swords Dance, and then whatever, Woodhammer, Play Rough, Shadow Claw, whatever else. Buzzwole is something I thought was a big deal to my team, but apparently Ghost resists Bug, so Gourgeist is actually a good wall for it. Threatening moves. See, I wanted to run something like Flygon, but he gets Ice Punch. What else was I thinking? Just anything that takes the hit, like Victini dies to a Stone Edge EQ. That's his Crystal user. He's most likely running Crystal EQ, Crystal Stone Edge, and a sub. If he's not sub leftovers. Raikou, Fast Electric. That thing is something I want to draft soon in one of the coming seasons because it's just so good. And again, I might have to throw Excadrill on this team because Raikou could tear through my team. If I don't, I actually don't remember the 6 I picked, but I'll show you that in a second. Starmie, if he does bring it, more of a hazard supporting. It's his only real hazard removal other than Xatu. So if he brings Xatu, then maybe Starmie's offensive, but I guess it could still be offensive Rapid Spin, but Starmie isn't something as threatening to my team. Again, fast Pokemon. The fact it gets it doesn't get Shadow Ball, but it gets Ice Beam, which means Gourgeist can't take it on. And if he does bring it, he's bringing Ice Beam to take on Gourgeist. Sharpedo, if he brings Aqua Jet, it's a problem, but as long as I can get it down to about 60-70%, Infernape can Revenge Kill, which is nice. It's Sharpedo, he ran Torment one week, but Sharpedo is kind of basic. Protect, usually Waterfall, and then you throw a mixture of coverage on. Usually the Fangs are his best coverage. Cresselia, it's going to be like Cresselia is such a pain to kill, but I think I have a cool strategy to kill it this week. Again, pretty straightforward. Either set up big wall or light screens. Doublade, I realized how he probably won't bring Doublade because I have X-Sploud, but I didn't realize how weak Doublade was on the special side because Boomburst does a lot. Let's see. Seismitoad, he's run some weird sets of Seismitoad. He's run it more offensively than I thought it should be run, but it's been working. He's run like knockoff, rain dance. You can probably get some other moves, grass knot, sledge wave, or some moves that it has access to. But I feel Cryogonal is a good check to that and to a lot of his team. Sorry about that. Xatu, he's been running that too. That's scary because I don't have experience facing Xatu. And the Psychic Flying Stab is pretty good. It does have Heat Wave, which is cool, which means Excadrill can't counter it. So if he does bring it, I'm expecting the Heat Wave for Excadrill. It does get Giga Drain too, which means Excadrill I think is neutral against it, but still, that's something to think about. But I feel it gets Shadow Ball too, which means Bronzong can't really deal with it. But then you can kind of get to the 4-move slot. I feel it might have Defog. If it doesn't have Defog, it has Psychic, probably Air Slash, and then 2 of those moves, which means either Suicune can deal with it, Excadrill could deal with it, or something else could deal with it. If it doesn't have Heat Wave, though, I think Cryogonal does a good job dealing with it. Oh, Baton Pass, okay. I was reading, it said Screens, Baton, and then the passive of Vileplume. My bad. Vileplume, that was really annoying against Mark. Mark couldn't beat it, especially since it hit 2 Protects in a row after Sean choked and hit Leech Seed instead of Synthesis. If he didn't get those 2 Protects, he would have lost. But, with a 50% chance, he got it. Coin toss. Not really worried about that. I doubt he brings it with Pinsir. And same with Throw. The fact that I have Mega Pinsir should shy away those Pokemon just because of how powerful it can be. That being said, he still will probably bring either Throw or Buzzwole. It's not going to stop him, but it's going to reduce him from bringing both. And if he does bring both, it's good for me. It means Pinsir has a field day, gets some kills. Without further ado, let me just change this up, and I'll just show you my team. Move those. Yeah, I was prepping for Brandon at one point, and I stopped. But I haven't deleted it because I don't want to redo it. So we're bringing back the vested Suicune. I feel he knows I brought it last week, but I don't think he's going to expect me to bring it twice in a row. I feel like I've been changing up my sets enough that bringing it twice in a row will be, it won't be that bad. He won't be like prepping specifically for Assault Vest. But if he does, it's my only way to really deal with Greninja, other than, the Mach Punch, which is really going to come in clutch this game. I had Scarf Victini, but if you run Scarf Greninja, then that poses a problem. Mirko, just because I feel I can take a hit, and I feel like he's going to sack something. Or if he has the advantage, like Starmie comes in, he hits Thunderbolt, I can Mirko that back, Shadow Ball, stuff like that. I just feel Mirko is threatening enough to his team, and there's not another coverage move I want. But Ice Beam, Scald, Shadow Ball, just coverage. Really, the Ice Beam was, in my mind, I was thinking, if I ran the Grassberry, not Pasho, if I ran the Rondo Berry or whatever, and he went Protean Life Orb, I could take a Grass Knot and then kill him with the Ice Beam now that he's a Grass type. But if he's Battle Bond, this is better. So it's just a gamble. Like, this is okay still against Protean Greninja, but the fact that I don't know what I'm going with. But just the fact that he could be Battle Bond means I feel this would be better in the long run. And here is another answer to Greninja, but at the same time it answers to Blade. It answers a lot of his team. What else is an answer? It hits Buzzwole. I might switch this to Flamethrower, just because I think what's gonna happen is if I make this that, and I switch this to Flamethrower, I'll have a better time, because at the end of the day, Doublade and Buzzwole are the ones I want to hit with the fire move, and they have a low special defense where their physical defense is a lot higher. So I feel that in the long run will do a lot more damage. This is like 70, where a Flare Blitz would do like 50 without any investment. And the Pasho Berries there, I'm going to show you this calc. If he brings Greninja, most likely Battle Bond, and most likely has Water Shuriken. I don't know what that is. But according to this, the Pasho Berry counts for all 3 hits. Now, if I take it away, throw an Oran Berry, see, it doubles. So I don't know if the calc is wrong. Did I give it a Papaya Berry? Either the calc is wrong, or the berry works on multi-hits for all of them. I can try one more thing. What's the Rock Berry? The Rock Reducing Berry. Rock Reducing Berry. Charty Berry. So let's just go right on. Dancing Dino, any tank. It gets Rock Blast, right? Yeah. So let's go. What was Rapunzel? Galvantula? Sticky Web. What did I say the berry was? Charty. So it's saying it does 123, so let's see what a Charty Berry does. 64, so it should work. Okay, yeah, 61, sorry, I was reading the wrong thing. So it should work. This way, if it's low enough health and he thinks he can kill me with it, the Mach Punch deals with that. Now, also, between Aku Aku and Aurora, they're both Spadef, and I feel like it's not just a counter to Greninja, but he has a lot of water types on his team and a lot of special attackers that the two of them should be able to handle. I have a problem with over prepping for one thing and ignoring the rest, and the rest ends up killing me, but I feel those two can deal with it, and this can revenge kill Greninja, can revenge kill Sharpedo. Just overall, it should do... Actually, what if I, instead of health, I think health would be better, because I could just run this into Spat. Yeah. No, what am I saying? Third Pokemon, Pinsir. I feel like I have to bring him. I sat him out the last couple of games, and I don't want it to be that, like, he was the main focus of this team. Excadrill was meant to remove rocks for him, so I feel like I should bring him. Plus, Buzzwole, like, the priority against Sean's team's good, because that's something his team lacks. Other than Mimikyu, Greninja, Sharpedo can get it, and Doublade usually runs it, but, like, a lot of his team doesn't really have the priority that you'd want. Like, it's a fast team, but it does lack that. So the more priority, the better, I feel. Plus, I'm not running Swords Dance. Was that a knock? No, I guess not. I'm not running Swords Dance just because I don't really have anything on this team that I could really set up against. Plus, there's a lot of good switch-ins to my hits. I might regret it, but I feel the combination of Knockoff and Earthquake better, and I need Return for this, because Buzzwole, if it's not Scarf Buzzwole, then Return would be a lot better than Swords Dance. Plus, enough speed makes me outspeed Mimikyu. I could speed tie Sharpedo, but unless he forgets to run the speed boost. I doubt he will. He did that against I think it was Liam, but if he forgets to run the speed boost, that's bad on him. But other than that, I'm still speed tying, and I'd rather have the extra health instead of gambling a speed tie that with the speed boost I won't get. I mean, if he megas and then switches out, I'd get it, but still, it's not worth it in my eyes. Fourth Pokemon. This one is kind of different than I've been running. Leftovers is what I've been running. Frisk, Shadow Sneak, but I feel a combination of Hidden Power Flying, Leech Seed, Giga Drain, Shadow Sneak useful because it might switch it to Will-O-Wisp. But I was planning to run Toxic Spikes on this team too, but I just couldn't fit everything. I might switch some stuff around, like I might get rid of Liberty, but it's kind of my Crest Celia check, which I need. But the Hidden Power Flying is there because Buzzwole is something that switches into, but Buzzwole is something that has Substitute, which is something I do not want, and I don't think he has enough power to kill me in one hit. If he's running a Z move, a Z Ice move, maybe, but the Hidden Power Flying is enough to kill him, to break his sub, and it does like 45 to 55%. And then once I break his sub, I doubt he goes for another one, and then I can get a Leech Seed off. I would love Synthesis or Protect on this, but with Seismitoad on his team and all the water types, I feel Giga Drain would be the better option. So I could throw Hidden Power Flying and then Giga Drain on Buzzwole, because he'll probably switch out into something that has Ice Beam that's faster, and I could get Leech Seed, which could be helpful, but I think I'll decide that during the match. So fifth Pokemon, Liberty. We got, like I said, Cresselia check. The plan is I switch this into Cress, throw a Toxic off. If he stays in, I throw a Block off and hope he stays in twice. Now, if he's Lunar Dance, that is a problem. But if he's not, then he basically just sacks this Crest to me. Bulldoze, because I might just throw off some Bulldozes once I block him, because if he has Lunar Dance, no. Would that work? I don't know how Lunar Dance works, but I think it's like Healing Wish, where he comes in at the end of the turn. But Bulldoze is something I can use as a switch. It slows his team down, which is nice. If he doesn't have Crunch and Sharpedo, this can keep Sharpedo at a slow enough pace that the rest of my team can fight it, which is nice, because Sharpedo speed boosting can be very annoying. And it's something that I practiced against and it kind of worked out. But also Doublade sets up on this, and I'm realizing this was like my main reason was I need something that hits Doublade, but if he switches in something else, because like if I throw a Toxic off, right, that's just a free hit for Doublade, and then I guess I throw in Aang at that point, and so Doublade can be a problem with Liberty, which I'll have to worry about for the match and think about maybe making doubles or something, but I feel the Toxic Cress block would be good. Or I might Toxic, then Bulldoze, then block. So he stays in, and he thinks like, he has nothing to hit me with. Let's see, 6 Pokemon, not showing it yet, but having problems with my mouse. Aku got the Leftovers, and I'm bringing more of an offensive variant. Again, the Hidden Power Flying, because hitting Buzzwole is important. Plus, it hits the throw, which would switch in on this. Knockoff is a good move in general, and I don't have enough things on my team to abuse Knockoff, which is annoying. I wish I did have more, which is something I'll have to draft in later in other leagues, is something that can abuse Knockoff or Pursuit. But this has enough bulk that I can switch into Greninja if it doesn't have Gunk Shot. And there's no reason really to bring Gunk Shot against my team. He'd rather bring Ice Beam. I feel like I don't see why he'd bring Gunk Shot against me unless he's trying to hit Gourgeist. And I doubt he thinks, oh, he has Cryogonal, I'm going to bring Gunk Shot on Greninja so that I can hit it. he does have the Psyshock options, which he does run because he has that competitive mindset. He's watched a lot of videos and they know that psychic Pokemon run Psyshock just because of the fact, unless you're Lele, like unless you're Tapu Lele, I don't think that runs Psyshock, but most Mons run Psyshock because they don't want special walling their highly powerful special offensive psychic Pokemon. But all in all, the freeze dry hits everything hard, hits Seismitoad. It has a chance to freeze too, which I learned 10% chance. Super effective on water types. I'll probably be switching this into Raikou to be honest, because if the Raikou is the Raikou has to be Rash to get the hidden power. I mean to get the Aura Sphere. I want to see what Raikou Rash hits speed wise. Calm Mind, does it get, no, doesn't have that. Calm Mind, Aura Sphere. I think it has to be shiny too, if I'm not mistaken. And it's Rash. It's 329. Ooh, so I should edit that speed to 330. So I would speed Rash Raikou, and I can at least get a knockoff on it. Unless he's Scarf, I mean. And now my battery's gonna die, so I'm gonna wrap this up. So yeah, that's my team. I might make changes. I'll talk about it a bit more before the battle, because I'm gonna be practicing a lot. I want to win this game very bad. I mean, I want to win every game, but I mean, it's Sean, and I'm 2-0 against him, and he's the reigning champ. I'm running this league, so I gotta prove that I'm a good battler. I feel like I have a bit more pressure just because I'm running the league, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. It's for fun. But I mean, just because it's for fun doesn't mean you don't want to win, right? You go into every game thinking you don't go into every game thinking, oh, I'm here to have fun. You go into every game thinking you want to win when the game ends. So yeah, I'll do more prep. Might change a lot of things up. There's a lot of Pokemon I'm considering after practicing today. I've realized there's a lot more options that my team can do to handle this team. Greninja is something I really have to worry about, because other than that, I just have to not let him set up on me, and I'm fine. I feel I might bring Exploud. If I do, I don't think I'll bring a Specs variant. I might switch Exploud on this team somewhere. But what if I brought Assault Vest Exploud instead of Assault Vest Aurora? You know what? I'll see what the calcs do there. But anyways, signing out. See you guys at the battle, and let's hope we can pull the W to get the 7-2. People in the race right now are Steven, Brandon, and Sean for catching up to me. Steven just lost today, which means Brandon and Sean. If Brandon loses this week and I beat Sean, I have a huge lead for first, which is good. But yeah, I'm gonna actually sign out now. See you guys at the battle.